Get the fuck out.
Ooh, welcome to the Commander Smiths.
We are the Commander Smiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowery Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
It's always when I start this thing just keeps going up and down, up and down.
That's a good motion right there. Jack off that microphone.
It feels like forever. It's weird when we take a week off, like when we do the double episode, and then we come back and it's like, I don't remember how to do this. So this is episode 3.
I do that from week to week.
333, and we are back from vacation, except you're going to be going on vacation again. You're leaving me, Lowery. What are you doing?
Again, well, I mean, can it really be vacationing if you're with your kids kind of alone? Like, it's more like an adventure.
Right.
Let's go with that.
Wait, are you talking about, you were alone last weekend, right? Last week?
Yeah. Last week I was down on the farm.
So vacation is coming up. Is that
this? Yeah, I'm going to leave the kids with the wife the whole time. Just kidding.
That's your vacation.
We're going to be in New Jersey. We're going to go to the ocean and swim and get hit by a storm, and hopefully no sharks are there.
I just showed the boys Jaws over a vacation.
And you said it does not hold up.
I personally, Cindy and I were both like, it's been 30 years at least since I've seen it.
Since you've seen it?
Yeah. Why would I watch it again? You know,
you watched it when you were 11?
Probably. I mean, but I haven't watched it since then. And so
wild.
It's like,
I still haven't watched it. Too scared.
Really? So I kept remembering
movies.
Bits and pieces. I'm like, oh, this part's from the raft. This kid's going to get eaten and blah, 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 blah. And so the boys really love the part when people got eaten. But then there was an hour of nothing happening, you know, because then it's like, okay, now we gotta go get the shark and blah blah blah. And then
it's everybody freaking out and figure out what to do.
Right. And then the last thing is the dude getting eaten or goes in the shark's mouth. The boys are like, oh, and guess what? Hey, I showed them one of my favorite scary movies. That's a perfect setup. What movie do you think that would be? You mentioned it a couple weeks ago as one of my favorite movies.
Signs?
There it is.
No, the other one.
Yes, no, Signs.
Oh, okay.
It showed them Signs. I don't think they're ready for Sixth Sense at this point. So we did.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That was the other one I was thinking.
Yeah. So Signs, we showed them that, and
The Village.
Yeah, right.
The Happening.
Oh, that's such a terrible movie. The Happening is awful.
I saw there was a comedian doing a bit on The Happening where they were some lady came out talking to Mark Wahlberg and she was like, I hear you whispering. He's like, what? And then she's like, I hear you whispering about murdering me. And you see his eyes wide. No, I'm not. And the comedian's like, it's like she just came out and accused you of eating her Oreos. And you're like, it wasn't me.
Did you ever watch?
It was bad. It was
you watch
so bad.
You watched it then, yeah. It was terrible. It was,
no, not that.
The
I didn't watch it. I don't care about that.
It was so you didn't watch that movie?
It's
terrible.
I heard it was bad and I just stopped going.
So bad. Ugh, yeah, that was. The concept seemed kind of interesting, but then M. Night tries to do his little twist stuff, and it's just dumb. Anyways, this is a magic podcast. We're not talking M. Night stuff and movies.
Whatever, we can do what we want.
I don't care. All right, episode 333. What are we doing today on this fine episode, Lowery?
Hey, so a set came out on Friday, last Friday. What was it, the 5th? Oh, weird time to release it, but Assassin's Creed. A small expansion, a lot of solid reprints, honestly. But we're going to talk about new cards. We are just combining our legends and top 10 thing, and we're just doing a personal top 10 list for each of us. Could be some overlap.
Well, I was gonna say this is kind of more of a battle in a way. I was thinking because we could steal. This is almost like a draft.
This is
a
definitely
top
a
10.
stealing one. There's enough here.
A draft top 10. So I made sure to go a little extra just in case we do have.
So we're going number ones. Yeah, I do have. I went beyond 10.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't. Did you order it from 1 to 10?
No, I haven't even written it down. I just have them screenshotted in my phone. I'll look them up as we go. That's how I do fantasy football drafts too.
Well, it's better than me because
I don't know what's good. I know Adrian Peterson's good, so I'll pick him first. And I'm sure somebody will go Tom Brady. And generally, I do pretty well with Eli Manning, and I'm not wrong.
And Ryan just said, as long as Lowery talks about his taint, it's going to be a solid episode.
Well, now you got me on that. All right.
Do we want to talk about that thing you sent me, or do we save that for like when you get back? The Malort idea.
I think
when you get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll name drop right now so that they are the only ones that know. But Sean McCluskey send us something on Insta, and
we might be
for Malort. We can do that. It's something Malort that will likely be the next challenge. Malort challenge.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Scott. Speaking of shout outs, Scott is our stumper for this this week, by the way. So I didn't draw a name. He was the next one on the list. So it works out perfect. Jeez. So Scott, everybody wants to talk about your taint. Did you talk?
No. We wanted to talk about Brady's taint.
Oh,
I think we're getting things mixed up a little bit.
It's taint talk from Lowery. It's not TED talk.
Taint talk with the taint. That could be an SNL bit right there. Welcome to Taint Talk. Is yours hairy? Mine's very hairy.
I could just imagine by your face. I mean, I don't want to imagine.
If you right here, that's basically my taint as well. It's
I can't look. I'm turning.
Look.
I'm covering.
Like I can try and part it. I
covered my camera, like thinking that I wouldn't be able to see you, and I'm still staring at you because it's not my camera that's blocking it.
Right, it's not.
There we go.
I appreciate not looking at you though.
Oh man! All right, so this is gonna be an episode here. Okay, so Larry's.
We're drinking, but not shooting.
Not shooting.
That sounds. And obviously, we're not like right wing or anything. We're talking about shots with Malort. We're not doing that tonight. But if you want to put it forward, when I get back, we could do this right now. The next recording recording that we're going to be doing since I'm going to be on vacation is going to be next Friday, the 19th.
Yep.
And so that's probably going to be another Stump the Smith Savant episode fully.
Maybe.
We will take shots. It might change a little bit, but Adam doesn't like the idea. I still like the flow of it.
No, that's not what I said. It was not
Adam
me.
Doesn't like it.
It's the YouTubes that didn't like the idea. They got mad at us. They got mad at us and they half hid our stuff. They're like, well, this is just too much of one thing. We don't like this, so we're not promoting it.
I think we still do it, but do the changes that we talked about, and then if it doesn't work again, then we'll just never be able to do it again.
Do a full episode of it. But yeah, so so we won't be going live next Monday. But potentially I might be on either doing deck tech stuff because I do want to do the Eldrazi. I know it's now a little bit in the rearview mirror with MH3, but I do want to do the Eldrazi deck, not the pre-con one. It's the one that's in that deck.
Scions and Spawns.
Yep. So I'm going to build that. And then patrons, you may have noticed I didn't do proxies this last month because everything kind of lined up improperly because SmithCon and then followed by vacation and all that. So I might work on proxies. That could be another thing. So even though both of us won't be live next week, I'll probably be on taking that spot. So you can still join in if you want to do that. I don't know what you're doing with your eyebrows, but I think
I'm hoping that I can play The Rock in his biopic.
Why did The Rock come in? Why are you being
because Dwayne? He doesn't.
Why? Yeah, he does the jabroni.
Yeah, I'm just practicing my eyebrows.
Why?
What's the deal?
Just because you're looking at
also allowing the caterpillars to do the wave.
Well, how much did you drink before we got on this?
None. I am a quarter beer in. It's tasty though. This is a gift. Oh, maybe it's
Oh yeah, Doji.
3/4 of a
Started
way
it.
in, but
Mine's puff.
Three
puff.
sheets from Doji out in he brought it to SmithCon, greatly appreciated. It's tasty. They're tasty beers. We got a bunch of different variety of
I got puff pineapple.
Oh, that's not from him.
Oh, it isn't? Who's that from?
That one was mine.
Oh, is it? Oh, it just got mixed into mine. So I was like, hey, it's Doji's.
No. I mean, I didn't care. I was just splitting them as much as I could.
Okay.
So
well,
that one was
this one's from
me,
Lowery. Sorry,
Yeah.
Doji, I gave you an improper shout out on the Discord.
Is that a Three Sheeps?
Oh, maybe it isn't. No, it isn't.
Yeah,
it's a 903.
Son of a gun. Yeah, it's not good.
This one?
Yeah. Do you like it?
No, it's not that great. Well,
yeah, it's not that good.
I had my pre-beer, which was Northeast. I just had in there to get the
Puff Fast ain't that good.
Yeah, you can taste it. That has a flavor.
But I'm drinking a
Doji. I'll get you next.
Direct Flight. It's a copper. Was it? No. Oh, this one's the New Zealand Pills. But yeah, that one's really good. Very tasty. Three Sheeps is solid. I've liked everything that I've opened so far.
Is that a Scotty beer then?
Yeah, from Wisconsin. So, and I don't think they make it into Minnesota at least, but
I was wondering when I was like, you were talking about your beer and I'm looking at this, it says 903 and it has the state of Texas. I was like, wait, did Doji give us this one? Because Texas is not supposed to be on there.
Nope.
All right. All right, let's get right to what we're gonna do here. So let's just get to the top 10. We'll do our shout outs and all that stuff afterwards.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed episode, one and only. Do we want to talk about, like, how did you feel about this set? Like, zero hype?
Well, they've already moved on, right before the even set came out. Well, no, wait, they did Bloomborough, and then now they've been doing the one that's coming out in November, the horror one. So they've like
I
two.
don't remember that one.
Well, it's the
right butterfly symbol.
Yeah, that one.
But they just fucking dropped the ball on this one. It was like a week after Modern Horizons 3, maybe 2 weeks, but Jesus.
And then they moved on.
Right.
There's some good stuff in it. It's just, I don't know. All right, well, let's get to it instead of just talking.
Hold on. The other thing that I think we have forgotten, because I bought 2 packs of it's not play boosters, because there's only 7 goddamn cards in the pack.
What?
Yes.
I have not.
in a regular pack, it's only 7 cards.
Holy shit. Hey, what's up, AJ? Gout boys. That's
a little gouty.
What? That's crazy. What about the collector boosters? Those got to be.
I don't know. I don't got that fucking kind of money. What are you doing?
Who do we got on here that's open a collector booster?
Wait, nobody's paid for a lot of shots in a while. That's how am I supposed to spend? How am I supposed to make money?
Oh, that's how you get your money is from the shots. Yeah, I was like, we don't get anything from that except for gout. That is our only thing.
Except for gout. Yeah. Yes.
All right, let's get to this. So it is top 10 commander cards, and this is going to be a duel in a way, because we don't know each other's lists, and there isn't a lot of cards. It's not a full set, like you said. It's a smaller set here, so there's probably going to be overlap. And go ahead. I could see you.
I do. Again, another question. For people that play Assassin's Creed, do they feel like they left some stuff out? Because it feels like there's enough games and there's different stuff that they could be doing, and it just feels like this was a half-ass set. Like, would it have been better like Doctor Who and have like 2 to 4 commander decks? Like, comments or whatever. That's a question, because I don't play the games nearly enough. I bought the first one.
Aren't these modern legal? These are modern legal.
So, but I don't care.
But no, that's what I was saying. Like, if they went commander decks, then they wouldn't be modern legal, right? I mean,
you could still make them modern legal. You can just say they're modern legal.
It's just they haven't. But they can. You're
they
right.
make up the rules.
Yeah,
they can do whatever they want.
You're right. They can do whatever they want.
Like commander cards are all legacy legal.
Yep.
I don't know if these are or not, but I think that's a bad addition, I guess. But
Okay, so let's get to this. Lowery, you were the winner of our tournament, so I'm gonna let you draft first since the last tournament we did. So from these aren't in order of 10 to 1, but off of your list, what are you wanting to talk about? We're including commander cards. We're not doing reprints, so we're not talking about any of the reprints. Which I would say this has some good reprints in it. Like you mentioned earlier, the
Sword of
reprints,
Feast and Famine.
yeah,
Black Market Connections,
very good.
Sword of
reprints.
Light and Shadow. What else is there? Assassin's Trophy.
Well, you got your
Trophy.
You got your Reconnaissance. They're now printed it
Reconnaissance
twice.
is a great reprint.
Yeah.
Super cheap. Go get that oil.
Yeah. So there's a
Fantastic
lot of good reprints in this, but let's talk about the new cards. Lara, what do you want to take
I'm
off
gonna
the
go with
list?
the what?
Come on.
I'm gonna go with probably my favorite card from the set. I like it a lot. White card. It's Senu, Keen-Eyed Protector.
How do you spell? That's not on mine.
She can't even read.
I'll just do Keen.
SENU.
How about I just do this?
Yeah, we can do that.
Senus.
And it's the white bird at the bottom. 2/1 Flying Vigilance. It is a rare. Tap Exile it. I'm not going to repeat saying that. You gain 2 life and scry 2. When a legendary creature you control attacks and isn't blocked, if Senu is exiled, put it on the battlefield attacking. So it's cheap. You can attack and do the tap ability after you deal combat and stuff like that. Scrying 2 and like the gain 2 doesn't matter, but the scrying 2 at that early of a game, I think is going to make a lot of sense. I also think it just being its own legend, you can kind of do that. It works in a lot of white decks. Like if they have some type of like flying, any white legend with flying is going to be good for this. I like it. I like where they're going with it. And I think it's easy recursion. It's going to be super hard to remove as well. So like you go to try and
exile it gets you can still have it come
you're
back.
not really getting rid of it. Like it's gonna be a hard card to remove and kind of always there. So I really like this card.
And you always have your commander. So your commander gets through. The cool thing is this is also attacking when it comes back into play. So it's before the damage is dealt. It's kind of like the reconnaissance idea of like, not idea, but attacking creatures. You can do this stuff with reconnaissance, but this, it also is attacking. It deals the damage. Is this going to be tapped and attacking?
It doesn't say tapped. So
you could technically...
You'd have to get some type of haste on it.
That's what I was going to say, because it's just attacking. It still doesn't have haste, so you couldn't use the tap ability. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Is that like the first that we've had? No. No, I'm saying it's interesting because like, is that the first that we've gotten something that's like, not tapped and attacking, but attacking? Normally it does say tapped and attacking, but this
normally it does say tapped and attacking. I don't know about the first time ever, but first time in a long time.
It has, and what I was gonna say is, has that and has a tap ability, you know, because it's not saying it, you know, because normally those are tapped and attacking, so he doesn't worry about tap abilities because it's already tapped and attacking. Anyways, I'm breaking down a card that's pretty bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop. AJ is saying that he expected a lot more equipment. I thought there was a lot of equipment that was added in. I don't know if I love them all, but there was definitely a lot of equipment. And obviously they were going to add in the assassins and stuff like that. Since AJ is hanging around, here you go, bud.
Oh, the horrible audio on your end. Bang, bang, bang.
I haven't done that in a long time, but there you go, AJ.
Oh, I feel bad. You haven't had sex in a long time?
Not with AJ, at least.
You need to make it out to see him. All right, I'm gonna steal one right away. That's one of the more popular ones, but it's one of my favorite commanders that's in this one. I want to get the commander.
You're doing a commander? I was not expecting that.
Why not? I want to make sure I get it so that you don't end up stealing it. So,
all right,
are you gonna work? I'm pressing enter. Show me. Show me.
Doesn't want you. It wants me to pick that one. How about you do a different one?
There it is. There he is. Edward.
Edward
Kenway. Yeah. I like this one because I like treasures. But here we go. So it's 2 blue, black, and red. It's a human assassin pirate 5/5. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each tapped assassin, pirate, and or vehicle. So the vehicle's my part where, I've tried to make vehicle decks and they're just bad because they're not good enough to make a vehicle deck. This one seems pretty interesting because then it also says whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. So not only are you getting like your ramp, you're getting treasures, and are they tapped? Treasure token. No, it isn't tapped. I thought the treasures would be tapped. So you're getting treasure tokens, but then also when your vehicles are doing stuff, you're getting card advantage by taking from other people. Piss people off, and this guy's he's not very small either. He's a big 5/5. But the thing is, if you're doing the vehicles, I think I would focus, whatever, you can do assassins and pirates, but I like the idea of the vehicles in this and doing a vehicle.
Well, you get that extra bonus there for sure.
Yeah.
But do you think this is the default vehicle deck?
No, because you have the
I'd
other.
say no.
No, it isn't. But I would do it for. I like this one better than. What is that from Kamigawa? Who makes the pilots? It's like the white blue one. Jacuzzi made that deck. You know what I'm talking about? Was it?
I'm not listening to you. Sorry. I was reading because there's words.
There's words there. But no,
what are we talking about?
I was just saying
This is like a bad Gonti in my mind.
bad Gonti.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's good.
No, because you don't. So like the mana does not get to be whatever you want.
Right,
So the
because-
treasures have to be there.
Your treasures. Yep. So
And
it's-
again, vehicles have to deal the damage, to whereas in Gonti, any creature has to deals combat damage to a player.
just because
So
I
at
ripped
least
on
if
your
you get-
card doesn't mean you have to rip on my card.
Well, but you chose a bad one.
No.
So
This is the most expensive card in the set, by the way, which I didn't
they're
realize.
Oh, wrong. Don't buy this at what, $15-20? Don't do that.
Yeah, it's 23.
This is a trade away
23.
ASAP card. There aren't enough good vehicles. You don't have any white support
Don't be
that
hating.
vehicles have.
Don't be hating.
It's-
Look how
it's
cool
not-
he looks right there.
It's not the
Look how
card
cool-
you want.
Look how cool
It might
he
be the
looks.
best pirate commander out there.
It's the best
that might be right
assassin commander and
No.
best vehicle commander. It's all three of them. You can be any of them. Be anything you want to be, Lowery. Anything you want to be. So yeah, that's mine. I like this one because this would be the way that I would use the vehicles as the deck.
I didn't realize that it had to be the vehicle doing damage. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it on my list. Like, I thought it was pirates. Like, if there was any pirate, assassin, or vehicle that dealt damage,
I see where
that's what I thought it
this is
was.
where-
But that's so limited.
this is where dueling top tens are gonna
No,
go.
it is so limited. You'll never play this card. I'm not worried about it.
All right, what is your next one on your list? I didn't have to cross off anything on my list because what you picked was not even on my 20. So
That's all right.
Just saying, you have to cross something off your list.
I know how good you are at Magic. It's fine. I'm gonna go with easily probably the most fun cards. Templar Knight at my number 2.
You're so lame. It's not even on my list.
That's not even on your list.
No, it's not.
Are you effing kidding me? Number 1. All right, Templar Knight, 1 and a white, 3/1 vigilance. It's a human knight. You can pay a white, tap 5 untapped attacking creatures you control, name Templar Knight, search your library for a legendary artifact card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Deck can have any number of cards named Templar Knight. There are a lot of very good legendary artifacts. I'd rather play this over Urza Saga any day.
Oh,
Just ram 30 of these in there.
You're bad at Magic.
And then I can get so many good legendary artifacts and not have it limited to 1 mana and lose a land and all that kind of bogus shit.
You know why this is bad is because like you can't do it the turn that they come in. Like they have to all be attacking for you to do this.
Not bad. That doesn't make it bad.
All the other ones you can play them and it's not like, oh, I gotta wait a turn for this to happen. All you have to do is kill one of your knights and then you can no longer do it. You have to, or at least give them haste somehow, because tap 5 untap attacking creatures you control named this. So you have to wait a turn.
Problem.
It's really easy seeing this coming. Like that's easy.
Yeah, but you guys, nobody plays enough removal. We all know that. Number 2, you just go and get the one ring or Shadow Spear or a Chroma's Memorial or
the one ring saves you for you.
Just having it go off one time essentially puts you over the top.
Yes, but
like you get to just go get
it's
it.
easy.
You fill this with 25, 30 of them, and then the rest are legendary artifacts. Like
there's no surprise. You see that they have 5 of them out, and you kill one of them. Then they have to wait another turn.
How often does that happen to you with Magda? Like, how many people actually ended up killing your dwarves? Because that's easy to see too.
No, it isn't.
And you get to go
I protect them. Because I could tap them at
in mono
instant
red.
speed.
You don't.
You could tap.
We just don't run enough like mass removal or really anything. I have decks that.
That's all we do.
Templar Knight for sure.
We don't counter spell, so all we do is have removal.
I don't. I just do my thing. And then you guys worry about me for some reason. I don't know. But this card's cool. You're wrong. And I'm okay moving on.
I will say that I like this better than the Petitioners, Persistent Petitioners. But I think this is second from the bottom of the ones that they've done this with, you know? Because of like Approach or Dragon's Approach. What's the other one that you built? The Apostles, Shadowborn Apostles.
Shadowborn Apostle.
The Rats. I like Rats better than the Rats. Don't do a thing like this, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't think it's the worst one. But
you think it's Persistent Petitioners?
No, I think
do you think
Petitioners are worse? Probably, potentially. At least you can use those right when you get them out, so you could surprise it. This one you can't. Like, you see it coming. So, I don't know. Why are you grabbing another beer?
I'm done with my one.
Oh.
I have 3, so I got 2 more. Armchair Quarterback Copper Logger. Let's see how that is.
Okay.
I can't believe you think that's bad. I'm not going to say that I don't know if I'm going to rank them all, but like the demons aren't, like they're fun to do like a time or two.
Right, but
it's not really interesting. There's only like 3 or 4 good demons that you really want to go and get.
Sure, but the thing is you can do that easier than this one. This one seems a little bit more difficult. Like they put too many strains on. Like if they didn't all have to be tapped and attacking, I'd like it better. Like if you could tap one, then sacrifice 5 of them or whatever. Or this is tap them. So that's a good thing is you're not getting rid of them.
Probably the worst one out of 3 sheep so far.
But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on that, I guess. What am I going to go with? I like this one, and Jacuzzi brought this up, and it's kind of been on my radar too. I think this one's going to have some use, but Smoke Bomb, I think is kind of a cool one.
Oh, that's the first one that's stolen from our list.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So Smoke Bomb. Okay, so it's a 3-drop artifact.
But as the second pick for you, I don't know if I agree with that.
They're not doing.
You could have had that last down that in like the bottom half of the selection here.
All your other ones could have as well because they aren't on my list.
Bullshit.
So it has Flash. All creatures have Shroud. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Smoke Bomb. When you do, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. So this one can be used in multiple ways. You could use it as protecting your stuff. The nice thing is Flash. 3 is an easy thing. It can be in any single deck. It's an artifact. Or if somebody's trying to cast and put stuff on their things, you can cast this in response and it nullifies that. So if they're trying to, I don't know, equip something or put an aura on something or whatever, you give them Shroud so they can't be the target of spells or abilities. Right. And it stops that from happening. Then you get the bonus of giving your creature unblockable at the beginning of your turn. And if you have a way to recur this, that's kind of nice to be able to bring this back and do it again and again and again. But, just in itself, and this is an uncommon, and right now it looks like 42 cents for this. I think this is going to get used a lot in Commander because there's a lot of cool things I think you can do with this. Like, people think that they're getting away with, like, we're about to win the game or whatever. I'm going to attach this and put on, whatchamacallit, the 10+10 Annihilator 2 or Why am I blanking on
Yeah,
it?
turns off the
Eldrazi
non-player for a
Oh, there you
turn.
go. Eldrazi conscription is what I was
Sounds like a
thinking.
problem.
So I think this one will be a lot of fun. I think, like I said, I think this one's going to be easily make it onto the Lowery. Look at the flavor text. You're going to have to remember that because it's going to get in 10,000 EDH rec decks
A little
in
blurry.
probably 6 months, I'd guess. If that, I bet you it gets in there a lot quicker. It depends how many people buy the set, I guess. But I think
Three mana is kind of a lot, but I do really like the different applications that all the creatures gaining Shroud does. You know, it doesn't save you from a wrath, but
Right.
I do like everything that you mentioned. And I do like that one, like, sack it unblockable part. Like, I like it in an Oscar deck, like where you're able to like recur it, even though that's sorcery speed, but giving something unblockable, like it's a cool card for sure. I really liked it.
so. All right. What is going to be your next one there? Lau?
All right. This is probably, I guess, the second most expensive legend in the deal, which is probably the best commander out of everything. I'm going to try and say this, probably French or some shit, but Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Did you just cast a Harry Potter spell? Because I think you
I didn't.
I think Hermione would be a little disappointed right now. How do you spell that one?
Just go E-Z-I-O.
E-Z-I-O. That's not on my list.
Ezio, that one right there, yeah. So there's a lot of words. 1 and a black, 3/2 menace. Assassin spells you cast have free running, which is a black, or free running black. And whenever you deal damage with an assassin, is that it? Is there any other?
Whenever
just an assassin
you
or
may
commander?
cast a spell for its 4 running cost if you dealt damage to a player this turn with an assassin or a commander. Yep.
Yeah, so the commander part was the part that I was meaning. And then whenever Ezio deals combat damage to a player, you may pay Wooburg if that player has 10 or less life. When you do, that player loses the game. So I like that this can include all of the assassins, even though there's just so little amount. It's allowing them, you can really focus in on the black because you can kind of cheat it out with the forerunning, the black part. I like that it can be like a you win the game part because assassins is about like removal,
Well,
not necessarily winning the game.
let me rephrase that. It's not you win the game; they just lose the game.
You're right.
Which I'm gonna say this. I looked at this one.
The kill shot.
Yeah, but it being at 10 or less life, they're almost dead anyway. So that's why I was like, if it had you win the game, then maybe I was like, this one would be a lot better. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but that's why I went away from
legitimate thought. Like if they're below 10, like
they're pretty close to death at that.
you
point.
really? Yeah.
Right. But no, I like the free running thing. I like that angle that you were saying there because your other assassin spells, only costing 2, and this is your commander. Well, it's also an assassin, so
It's gonna be lacking for sure. I think any assassin deck is gonna be lacking, but you're gonna have people out there. Masquerade Nexus is a must.
yeah.
And then that allows you to cast
Changelings.
all your creatures for black
Yeah.
after it deals damage. This assassin, but
Is this
I think
something
it's
that
cool.
Is this something
Again.
you're gonna probably build?
no,
I
I'll probably.
And I don't think I'll
talk
build
about-
a vehicle one either. It was just, it hit that thing that I wanted was the vehicles. I was like, this is kind of cool. But
Yeah. And I wish there was the ability to build like a competent assassin deck after this, and maybe we go into a set that has more assassin theme to it, and this just helps. Kind of like how there was energy in Fallout,
yeah.
and it
So we
kind of
get
did
some more
something, but
after.
then it was more for Modern Horizons, like that really did the thing. So maybe we're gonna get something assassin coming up as well, hopefully, or else it's just a dead in the water idea. Like it's fun, but
What is this? Duet said, what happens in the pod when you kill someone like this? It's almost out of nowhere. Got the quote unquote.
I mean, but again, they're already so low, so I think it's nice because it can kind of finish somebody off like a turn quicker.
Yeah.
Are you? Were you laughing because I said finish someone off?
No.
Grow up.
don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever. What kind of vacation you were on. And
oh,
so
I froze.
good.
I can
Good.
do
That's
all
what
sorts
happens
of
when
stuff.
you finish
Oh,
off.
Nope, it's coming back. Oh,
Ugh.
what's happened on my camera?
Yeah, and lights turned off? What's going
No,
on?
I don't know. It's weird. Now I'm gonna flick you off really quick.
Chaos.
Let's
You
see how
remember
late
when
it
we
is.
said we get a week off and we don't know what we're doing? This is it right here.
So
Wow.
It's a 5-second delay. 5 seconds.
Wow. All right, I'm
all
glad
right.
that you. All right, where are you at your third pick?
I don't remember what that one does, but I have it starred. So I gotta pick it. I'm picking my star ones first. So
Okay.
just so that you don't take them. I don't even know how to say this one. Let's just. It's the staff of
Okay.
Hermes.
You I didn't like that one.
You didn't like this one?
We're different people, and that's okay. I
Uh,
don't like it though.
Okay, so I like this one when it got spoiled as well. But okay, so it's a 2 colorless and 1 white. It's a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature has lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, equipped creature gets 5/5 and indestructible, and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature. You could equip it for 2 white. So you have the Sarah Ascendant ability built in on it, except it also gives it indestructible and preventing the damage, which is interesting. Like, I think I wrote that in the Discord when this got spoiled. Oh no, I think I started to write it and then I like deleted it. But like, why are both of those in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, is as long as you
Good
have 30
question.
it well, here's what I wrote and didn't write is the when you have 30 or more life, it gets 5/5 and indestructible. But then does it no, it has the and there and prevent all the damage that would be dealt this turn. So I don't know why both of them are on there.
Other than flavor from the game.
Guess. Well, I guess
I don't know.
if it's prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature, would that remove -1/-1 damage, like infect type thing?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's the only thing.
And they wouldn't gain life if it had lifelink or something. So
that's a good point there too. Okay, so there is a little bit extra that's added.
there's a
on there.
little bit extra, but kind of corner cases
Right.
in that regard.
So, but for 3 and to attach for 2, at the very least, it's giving your creature lifelink, which isn't that great for that much. But
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah, but we know how Sarah's Ascendant is, which is a 1-drop. That's why it's so good.
Right.
This is a little bit later in the game, and it has to go in a life gain deck. Like it's legit has to go in that, but it's nice protection. Gets your freaking creature huge, and you're gaining more life off of it. Like I think it's gonna be used quite a bit. It's not gonna be in every deck. It's got to be in. You're not putting it in a deck you're not gaining life because you draw this mid game,
think
and
you're
it's
right.
like, ugh.
Right.
am I doing with this?
Mid to late game and not a life link deck or life gain deck. Like that's a rough draw.
Like Sarah's Ascendant, that is only in decks that I play like have a lot of life gain.
Right.
You know.
But that's a 1-drop. There's
right,
a
right.
huge difference
Right.
between like 5 mana investment versus
Sure.
1.
Sure, but I mean,
Like-
what I'm saying even with that card being a 1-drop, it's only in life gain decks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Right.
just shove
Well,
that
but that's
in.
because of us being on theme as well.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I guess, but I mean, it being
that's
a
how
one-
I've always looked at it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. It just doesn't make sense to because you get that late game if you're in just a regular deck that you're not gaining a lot of life, then it's going to be kind of a pointless card. This one, it could be useful if you got it on a big enough creature. So I would most likely put it in a life gain deck, but I could also see it being in a big stompy deck. You're gaining life at the very least
Right.
from big
Like
creatures.
Ruhan of the Fomori, that 7/7 giant that randomly attacks that I think a lot of people are going to be getting here really soon with the Sheldon Secret
Oh yeah,
Lair.
yep. That's I
So-
think it's already being sent out. I think Ted
Yeah.
got his notification and all that. So
Nice.
yeah, so I think this would be fun. I think we're going to see a lot of use in this in Commander for your life gain decks for the most part. So, all right, Lowery, what is your next pick?
Did I pick one out? No, I didn't. Let's talk about this one. I think most people liked this one, and I like it, and I think it's more flexible than we're thinking. It's Galta's sword in Excalibur, Sword of Eden.
Okay,
12 mana
That was-
equipment.
That was on my list, but not like I
Up there.
it was my like if you took one of mine, this was my next one. So I'd say this is 11 for me. So that's good. I like this one. I like this one a lot. That's pretty good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's an equipment. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of historic permanents you control. Artifacts, legends, sagas, or historic. An equipped creature gets +10/+10 and has vigilance.
Nope.
Equip legendary creature
Plus 10 plus O.
+10/+0. That's all right.
Yeah, no, it's still like vigilance.
So, but like, you put this in any artifact deck. You can put this in #Team Forest Walk, Jetted Ojan, and Mercenary.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah, there's plenty, but equipment deck are gonna love this. Again, legendary creature matters, artifact matters. Your vehicle decks potentially, like,
I like that
there's a
it's-
lot of decks that this can go in and be really cheap to cast.
Yeah, I like that it's the total and not just the highest value. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if it was highest value, I'd be like, ugh, this could be potentially 0. You know, it's 0.
Right,
And
right.
you're-
And that's why I think people like in a Galta deck, this is 2 if Galta's out,
Right.
and then 2 to equip, and Galta's a 2010 trample, like
With vigilance, yes.
with vigilance. Yeah, that's kind of bonkers. So I think
like
it's a
it.
cool equipment. I think it's going to be flexible and it's going to be one of those that like come down and you're like, oh shit, that's a lot of power.
Yeah.
Now
is
I like
this-
that it can only go on legendary.
That's what I was about to ask you. Does this go in heavy legendary creature decks, or is this a Voltron-y type of deck that you're mainly attaching to your commander?
Shit, I think you can put this as long as you are heavy in one of the themes that allow you to play this for cheap. Just it makes any commander a threat.
That's a good
It's a
point.
2-hit for
Right.
any commander.
Any if you have any evasion on that too, that's
Right, just a bonus. So I think it's a legitimate threat in any of those style of decks that you can play it for super cheap. Like, just I think if you can play it for 6 mana, you're doing pretty well. Like 4 to come down, 2 to equip, attack for +10 power. Like that's huge,
yeah.
right?
Oh, I dig
So,
this one. I do. I like this
I like
one
it.
a lot. Yep. I'm gonna jump on kind of the same bandwagon and do the other equipment that I like. Oh, I don't know how to say this one either. Mjolnir.
That's Mjolnir, man.
Oh, I don't even. What's Mjolnir? I don't even know what that
What?
is.
That's Thor's hammer.
Oh, well, come on. I'm not that big of a nerd. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, good. Oh, sorry. All right, hold on. I don't have that one. I wanted to get the fuck out. I don't have that button.
Get
Can you do
the
it yourself?
fuck
Thank you.
out!
Stormhammer.
That's pretty. That's pretty known.
I don't know it. I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't know it.
You're not sorry enough.
I didn't like the Thor movies, so I'm just now going through Thor with the boys. The Stormhammer is 4 colorless for legendary
It's
artifact
like
equipment.
a Norse god, right? Like it doesn't just have to be MCU. Like
You know me and God. This has,
I know.
this has 4 to equip, but when it enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control. So you don't have to do the equip cost if you have a legendary creature out. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. Stun counters are when they go to untap, instead remove the stun counter, and then the next time they can untap. But the best part is this deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tap creatures that opponent controls. So if you have somebody all out attacked, or they had a bunch of little 1/1s that went out, or a bunch of creatures, they attacked with 7 creatures and maybe left 1 back for blocking. You play this on your commander or a legendary creature that's already out in play. Play this, tap down one of theirs, attack. Now you're doing 8 damage around the board to everybody. It's not just to that player, it's to all your opponents for all the tap creatures. So then from that point forward, are people going to all out attack? Well, they might, because they want to kill you. But if they don't, they have to be careful about that, because it can kill everybody else at the table. So I think this being even on the field is a threat for people to think, oh shit, if I don't kill you, this is going to hurt all of us. So I think this one This one's gonna get some use, I think. And right now it's super cheap. It's 68 cents, 62 cents.
Well, this is a legitimate card in like Hilda, the Icy Crown, that taps down everybody.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
There's not a lot of decks that tap everything down, but this is legitimate in that deck for sure.
Yeah. So, all right. So I dig this one quite a bit.
It wasn't on my list, so look at us being different people.
Hey, what's up, Red?
1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go with this one. I'm gonna go with Surtur, Fiery Jotun, Jotunheim. 3 and 2 red.
Wait, let me get what is it?
Surtr. This is the one that Jacuzzi posted just before we got on.
Oh, this one's not on my list either. You have yet to have, besides the Excalibur, one that's on my list.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
yes,
not
and,
crossing over a whole lot.
For those
Very
of you guys
anticlimactic
watching
now.
right now, please give this a like. I see people are hitting the like stuff and all that. Please give this video a like. That helps us out more than you know. All right. So what do we got going on here? I didn't even know about this guy.
3 mana, 2 red, 5/5 trample. Whenever you cast a historic spell, Surtur deals 3 damage to any target. Historic
do
would
like that.
be legends, sagas, and
Mm.
artifacts. So that's 3 damage at any target whenever you cast an artifact seems ridiculous.
Why does this only have the one version of it?
Well, because it was only printed in that starter
That's what
packs thing.
that's what Jacuzzi posted.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
That's
You
why.
were talking to him. Why don't you were probably fine.
I was working and dealing with kids today,
right,
so I was
right.
trying to-
I wasn't gonna. I stopped. All right, I stopped. But yeah, I think this was a really cool card. I think it's
Yeah, I like this. This is actually pretty sweet.
just like doing a lot of fire damage.
Right.
That feels really cool. So,
Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas, like you could build deck. I mean, it's red,
right.
but you could definitely
Monocolored. Thank God.
right, exactly. If it was 2, then this is ugly. But still, you could go
Get
mono
Torbrand
red
down
with
and
all
start doing 5
artifacts.
damage per.
Drop those 0 drop mono rocks and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here, Renshai. I do work, and I had kids at home today, sick kids, and fun stuff. No, I like
being
this
a dad is the hardest job you'll ever have.
one. Except for Malort. What was your quote on Malort? No, that was the way that was drinking. Well, no, gout was. What was your quote on the gout?
I don't know. Commander Gouts. You put it on Twitter. I don't remember at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Surtur's pretty cool.
Yeah, I dig this one. Oh shit, I didn't even think about what I was gonna do next. Because this will be 5. I think I'm gonna do another commander here, and this one is one I could potentially build. This would be the one I like the most, because I didn't. The other one I wasn't gonna build. This one is it Ivor Battle Ready.
Crazy how different we are.
So this is for 3, a red and a white. It's a human assassin warrior. Vigilance haste. Whenever it attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipment you control to each opponent. So again, I love that surround damage stuff where you're not just targeting one person. That's just my style. I don't like to just pick on one person. I like to take everybody down. The cool thing with this is as well is it doesn't have to be attached to this guy.
That was my
Yeah.
thought too.
You can just have the equipment out, and this has haste, so it's a surprise attack. It comes in, vigilance, boom, you're doing damage. You're probably going to want to attach some of that equipment to help this out, make sure that it doesn't die, whatever. But you could do some really cheap equipment, just start throwing those out there, play it, and attack, and do a crap ton of damage.
Yeah.
I will say my Akiri deck was an equipment deck until I changed it over to treasure, so I no longer have an equipment deck. This would be the
Right.
one that would take that spot.
But you want another red deck, right? As Renshai is essentially saying. More red decks.
Was the other guy red too? Was Edward? I think he had red in him.
He had some red on him too, yeah.
Red. I love red. It's not gold. I love red. Yeah. So I like this one. I think it'd be fun. This is out of all of this, I think this is the only commander that I would potentially build. But I don't think I'm going to because I'm doing the Eldrazi one first, and then if I have time, I'd get to this one. But maybe I'll come back to the
See,
equipment.
I think I dink and dunk a little bit more than you.
What do you mean you dink and dunk? Like,
because that does a lot of damage, and I've been very much on a like do a little bit of damage to everybody. Like, so extort has really been like something that I've been enjoying lately.
because it's only just
is
one.
Taste deck. It's in my it's in the Indoraptor deck, like dealing 1 damage to everybody and everything type thing. So it's something that I've been really into.
You asked like 10 minutes ago about why do people kill you? It's because you do these little like dink, poke, dink.
No, I don't think I asked why. I know that's a problem. Like, hey, I'm still here. Hey,
But I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna put a thorn right there, and then I'm gonna poke your eye, and then I'm gonna pick your nose.
This is the perfect commander for that. It's kind of calling to me. Xiao Jun.
Oh, I
I
thought you were complimenting mine. Okay, we're going on to yours.
No, I'm saying that you're an asshole, and I'm picking the dinking and dunking one.
So, Lowery out here poking bears. What is it?
SHAO.
AO. Let's see, maybe we get there.
Yeah, that one right there. So 1 in a blue and a red, 3/3. If it's my turn, it has first strike and flying, and then I can tap 2 untapped artifacts to deal 1 damage to each opponent. See what I mean? So yours is doing some real damage, and I'm just like, hey, I'm here. Hey, try and kill me. Ah. So, yes, I probably have a little bit of a problem, but I'm not going to at this point because I have like Treebeard kind of turned a little bit into an extort deck.
You have like the Binky kind of thing going on.
I'm into it right now because Genku is very much as many extort cards as I can.
Yeah.
Because that's like blink, bounce, and burn. So extort's perfect in white there.
I think we're the only ones that call them Binkies.
Maybe.
So
everybody else called them Tims.
Yeah, so we call them Binkies. I don't know why we did, but that's what we.
It was your fault either way.
I like this.
So yeah.
The thing is, it's just tapping on tap artifacts. Is that instant speed? Then you're doing 1 damage. Right. Do what Lowery
An unwinding clock, get a bunch of damage in. If you have other things that can untap it, I don't know. But being able to create a bunch of clues in those, clues and treasures, being able to tap those for damage would be really nice.
Yeah, because then you can use them when you actually need them in a pinch to cast things, and then if you don't, you just tap them and So you're not going to build this, but you like it?
I already got enough decks that are like it, so probably not, but I like it.
All right. I'm going to go with kind of a unique card. I don't know if it's actually good, but I like this one, and it kind of fits in with. I think I could have held this till the end, but I like this one a lot. Become Anonymous, I think is a sweet card. So it's 2 colorless, 2 blue. It's an instant. Exile target non-token creature you own and the top 2 cards of your library in a face-down pile. Then you shuffle that pile, and then you cloak those cards. They enter the battlefield tapped. Cloaking, remember, they have Ward 2 is what they are, and they are 2/2s. It's like the morphing thing. So then at any time, if it's a creature, you can pay the mana cost and flip them back over. So this is in response to a kill spell. You cloak it. I think the flavor of it seems pretty sweet because you're getting 2 other cards, then you're mixing them up, and then you're putting them down so they don't know which one is the one that they wanted to actually die. And you at least still have that creature. You have to cast it again, but it has ward on it. So even if they were like, all right, I think it's that one, they still have to pay the extra 2 to kill it. Like, there's just so much to this. I think my only downfall on this, and it being an uncommon, I think is this reason, is it's 4. This 4 CMC kind of is like, I'd rather this be like a blue and a colorless, or even obviously 3.
I mean, you're getting essentially turning one of your
2
creatures into a 2/2 and then creating 2 more 2/2s.
Right.
Like, that's not a bad return
for 4.
Like 4 mana, skip a removal spell, and get 3 2/2s with.
But I would say it's
4/2. Like,
you're not just doing this on your creature randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's hurting you. So you want to do this when it's in response to.
Why not?
Well, I mean, because then you have to recast that creature again. But
kind of turn it into like Pongify, or no, not Pongify. Damn it. What's that one thing? Polymorph. Kind of polymorph it a little bit.
Polymorph the... What? What do you mean?
So basically, if you can get like a big creature onto the board and then somehow be able to like link
flip it.
It's a little bit more work than a polymorph, but like you're getting rid of one of your creatures and potentially getting something off the top. It's a lot more work. It's not polymorph. All right, I'm going to take that back. It's a bad card. How about that? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go back to ripping your card. It's just easier that way.
I don't like complimenting it. I'm going to rip away, Lowery. Rip away.
I was just trying to be nice on your stretches because the beginning they're all good cards and it's better just to rip good cards. And I was just trying to be helpful.
All right. Well, let's go with your number 7 pick.
Let's get rid of that.
I like this
like
one.
it.
I think it's fun. I think it's a unique card. That's why I like it. It's not necessarily like great. It's just different.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think I got 2 more that I like, and then after that I don't care. This one's going to be Crystal Skull Issue Spyglass.
I put that in last.
2 colorless, 2 blue for a legendary artifact that you can go and get with the Knights Templar if you so wish. You may look at the top card of your deck. You may cast historic lands and or historic spells from the top of your library, and then it can tap for blue. This kind of effect is kind of at 5 mana. I know 4 isn't a whole lot, and you get 1 blue being able to tap, but a 4 mana rock is also really rough. But I do like this potentially in decks, and I'll want to try it out in like a Layla, being able to play artifacts off the top, or hashtag Team Forest Walk.
Get
Jelly
the
Rojan
fuck
Mercenary.
out!
And being able to cast legends off the top, like those kind of cards are pretty good that allow you to just cast stuff off the top. Because you don't have to draw the cards. It's just if it works, it's in your hand.
Yeah.
You know? And this is probably not as good as the artifact colorless one, whatever that one is called again. But you're allowed to cast colorless spells off the top. That's an artifact.
Brain juices aren't working at this point.
Yeah, good luck, Stump the Smith.
I'm not doing it. You're doing it.
But basically, I really like that card for this aspect. Obviously, it's a bad rock.
Yes,
So,
at the 4. I wish it was 3. I wish it was 2 blue and 1 colorless.
I wish it was 1.
Well, I know.
How about that? I beat you. How about 0? I wish it was 0.
The other
Mystic Forge. Thank you, Renshai.
oh yeah, there we go. The other rocks that do like the cursed mirror is a 3. You know, it's 1 red, 2 colorless. Keeping this at 2 blue and 1 colorless, I think would have been better. But that's the only reason why I didn't like circle this one on my list.
Well,
is because
you
it went to
don't. Yeah,
4.
you don't have anything comparable other than what Aaron is pointing out right now is Reality Chip, which was from Kamigawa, but that has to be equipped to something. It's a nice 04 at the beginning. Yeah,
it is, isn't it?
So you have to reconfigure it, and then that's when you.
But you can look at it at any time. You can still do that.
But
it has to be attached.
Looking. Yeah.
Has to be attached. So yeah, you have to spend the extra 3. But you get the 2 to look at the top, and then it doesn't have the stipulation of legendary land, so it can be any lands from the top of your library. Yeah, this one we thought was huge when that set came out. And I mean, it's probably played a lot. I keep trying to put it in decks, but it ends up getting cut.
I've liked it. But I don't end up reconfiguring. I don't equip it to anything, so I'm not really playing off the top generally.
Yeah.
Generally, it's just an early blocker that fits into legendary matters or artifact matters, and that's just gravy. To whereas
Good point there, RoboCop. Good point. He said if it was a 1-drop, you could get it with the Urza Saga.
Stupid idea. Nobody do that. But yeah, I think it's at least comparable to Reality Chip. How about that? I'm not going to say that it's better at this point, but I think it's comparable. But I do like Reality Chip for that early blocking if it comes down and it fits. I do like Reality Chip as well.
Yep. Okay. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna do Brotherhood. I had to write what this was because the name doesn't give it away what it is. Which one is it? Is this guy? Regalia.
You got me. You got me.
Took one from you?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a 2-drop. We like the 2-drop. It's better than that 4-drop that Lowery just showed. A growth creature has Ward 2, is an assassin in its addition to its other types, and can't be blocked. And then it has equip 1 if it's legendary and equip 3 if it's not legendary. Pretty straightforward, but it's nice. It's giving you the unblockable. The assassin part is whatever. It fits in the assassin stuff. It fits with the theme of this.
Right.
But then the Ward 2, it gives you a little bit of that protection there. So would I use this over Whisper Silk Cloak? Yeah, I think so, because Whisper Silk is Shroud, so you can't target it anymore. And the attaching to legendary is much cheaper, and Whisper Silk is what, 3 and a 4? Is it 3 to come out?
3 and 2.
3 and 2. So you're most likely attaching to your commander, and this is going to protect it. And you can actually target your commander after that. So I like this one.
Right.
I think I'm going to use this one. I use Whisper Silk quite a bit because I want my commander to get through, and this is adding that to it. I really do like that they've kind of doubled down on Ward, and they're just putting it everywhere. And I like that. I've thought about it. I'm like, it sucks about Hexproof and Shroud is like, you have to remove that first and then get to that. I like that they're giving a little bit of a hoop you have to jump through. It still has protection, and if you try to do it and you forget that you don't have the 2, it's actually countered. So it actually does have a downswing for people that aren't paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this one's gonna be sweet. It's another uncommon. This one's $6 for an uncommon, but again, it's small set. So
Sorry, $6?
Yeah.
Shit. Because I agree with you. I do like this. I think it's very comparable to Whisper Silk Cloak, if not better, especially if you're a commander like centered heavy. Like,
yeah,
that this is, I think, a sweet card. Like, is this Winged Boots good? Because that gives flying and Ward 4. It's 2 to come down, 1 to equip. So very similar in that regard.
Yeah, I probably would like this more than Wing Boots, because that one gives you the flying. This one for sure gets through. You know, grinds the gears. Yeah. Ward can play counter spells. Renshai.
Get the fuck out!
Goes that way.
All right. So I stole one of yours, Lowery. You got 2 more pick. Wait, 7. Nope, 3 more picks.
3 more. We could. Give me a second.
I got
really wanna do
one.
that one
I know
anymore.
you're
I
not
got
gonna pick. Oh shit! Why didn't I do that one yet? Oh, please don't pick that one.
Yeah, for sure can matter with the Assassin Outlaws. I'm gonna go with Basim Ibn Ishaq.
She can't even
Brutal.
see.
This one's brutal, especially. I'm sure everybody that's playing the game is, no, you dumb motherfuckers. Like, it's this, but you've heard it a billion times.
Why do you
We've never played these games.
How do you
Why do they keep on picking IPs that we have no association with? Why?
And I can't
Doctor
read.
Who is brutal too.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
well,
do that thing.
How do
Yeah,
you
no, you struggle on how to spell it. All right.
No. Okay, wait. Give it.
You
wait,
laugh
here.
with me saying.
All right.
it.
Okay, give me the name again. What is it?
BASIM.
No. Oh, no. I was actually gonna try it. Okay.
No, it's
What is it? BAS.
BDSM. BASIM.
I am Basim. Hello, guy.
Don't say it like you know how to say it.
It's Basim, dude. Don't you know? It's Basim.
Blue and a black,
Iska.
2/2. Whenever you cast the historic spell, draw a card, and Basim, is that how I'm supposed to say it, Adam?
Basim,
All right.
yes, Basim,
All right.
yes.
It can't be blocked, and then can only happen triggers once per turn, and then whenever Basim deals combat damage, put a 1/1 counter on it, so it slowly grows as well. I like drawing cards. I like creatures that are unblockable. I don't like creatures that get bigger. And it's 2 mana. It's really cheap. If you can manage to get like flash on your artifacts, like be able to just draw a card per turn or whatever, like I like that.
Yeah, I did do Tad, you're right. I did do better on Lord of the Rings, but then there were ones where I was like not remembering, like, oh yeah, that's this, and I'm trying to read it, and Larry's like, dude, you know what that is. That's this. And I'm like, that's no, I like this. Yeah, the historic spells, drawing cards. So what is it? What's her name that does the same thing? I like her a lot. The Weatherlight Captain. The red, blue. Not in this. What's her? God, words are not coming to me tonight at all. You know, the Weatherlight Captain.
You already said that in Discord. So are you trying to get me? So
he's gonna get you going. He's getting you going.
Gives everything flash. Well, technically it doesn't. If this is the conversation we're going to redo, because Vidalcan Ori allows you to cast things as though it had flash. Now it doesn't matter in this instance. I understand, but cards do not give flash. They allow you to cast it as they have, as if they had flash. Does not mean they have flash.
I mean, you can flash if you want.
Go outside, nerd. No, stop.
Go outside, nerd.
That was
all right.
Most hurtful.
I am finally
after,
drinking
after
the
that.
Doji beer. So I got the 3 sheeps. Is this the one that you drank with the building on it? Like that?
No.
No. Okay.
Which one's that?
Mysterious Depths. Ooh, it's a dark lager. Oh, my favorite. Love dark lagers. Thank you.
Scott.
All right. Yeah, I dig it. So it was, what's her name? It's the Weatherlight Captain gal. Fuck it. Why am I just saying it? Weatherlight.
Oh, Joyra.
Yes, thank you. I was like, God, why can't I?
I was thinking Captain Sasay. So
Okay.
I was just like,
But anyway, she does the historic spell stuff, drawing a card.
Yeah,
this
correct.
one's nice because then it can't be blocked, and then it also gets a bonus, which is really nice too. So I like it.
a little bit more inevitability. Whereas Joria is more like combo.
Okay, so the one that I completely missed, that's one of the, like, I should have picked it a while ago, but it's towards the top of my list, and I don't know why I missed it. But it's the Apple of Eden Isu Relic. I think that's how you
That's
say
a lot of reading. I didn't do that. So.
So it's 4 colorless for a legendary artifact. You can tap it, pay for life. You sacrifice it. Look at target opponent's hand and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards this turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. Until the end of turn, whenever you play a land or cast a spell this way, its owner draws a card. At the beginning of your next end step, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand, activate only as a sorcery. So basically, you take over their hand, and the nice thing is it's not mana tapping and doing, it's paying for life. You tap it, so you can play this. You can do it that turn, but you just paid 4 mana to bring it out. So maybe you wait a turn.
Right.
And then you tap it, and then you have all your mana open. See what they have. Whatever you're playing, it doesn't really... I mean, it screws them over, but they get a card in return. So they're not going to be that pissed. You know, you're getting rid of their stuff. You're getting their land. But then they get to draw a card every time that you do one of those things. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It's a little... added twist, or get rid of a threat that's maybe on the board. This one also has that. With the other card that you didn't like, you can spend mana as though as any color, which helps you out because you can play anybody's card. So I think this one's going to be kind of fun. I'm
now that you read it to me, I think you're right. This is a very good card. Because think about Emrakul. Whenever it comes down and somebody takes over your turn, that's essentially what's happening here. And the worst, not gonna say the worst thing about Emrakul, but whenever they basically, oh, that's a threat, let's kill your thing along with you, like using the card. Let's, you want to draw the card. Oh, I guess I'll draw these cards. Like, you use up all the resources that they can use and like dismantle the game to their ability, and they get the random card, which is really nice that it's just not depleting, but you're going to be able to go like, you lose your removal and you're going to lose a creature. Like, that's such a good turn, and it happens so much cheaper and earlier in the game than Emrakul. Now, maybe Emrakul is better as well because it is later in the game and everybody has so much more land. But like,
But they've
The
already
thing that I
cast how
wish-
many cards in their hand. Like at that point,
Right.
you've just cast an Emrakul for what? What is it? 12 at that point? 12 to cast it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
it
they
is
get the
cost reduced, but it,
reductions.
it forces it to
Right.
be a later game card. But yeah, send triplets is really, really powerful, as Aaron's saying, and I think this card's going to be quite good now that
Except for
you read it to me. I was
except
too
for
lazy.
send triplets, like you're casting their stuff and they don't get anything to replace that.
Right.
This at least doesn't get the feel. It's kind of like Arcane Denial, like in a way. You're countering their spell, but they get to draw 2 cards. You know, like that's you're not so butthurt. Like you get to get rid of the threats out of their hand, the things that would affect you, but then they're still.
This
getting
could
to
be
draw.
brutal in any deck where you like discard cards for an effect. So you just like discard all the cards in their hand for whatever effect that's happening,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and just
Instead of
steal, like
casting-
get rid of the hand.
Oh, shit. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so
That'd be brutal.
Yeah, like what is it? Zombie, whatever. The one where you-
Zombie infestation.
Yeah, where you
discard 2 cards to get a 2/2. Yeah. So something like in that regard, if you have a deck that's like that,
That's douchey.
This could be brutal.
Yeah, that's really douchey. But I like the way you think. All right.
also you don't exile it. So if you have some sort of loop, you know,
That
if
is
you're
right.
playing
it is
the
just a sacrifice.
yeah, it's just a sacrifice. So
Douchey.
could be interesting. I think that's
but
good.
you
That was a
lose
good
4
pick.
life, so it's totally fair. All right,
It's totally fair.
Lowery, what is your 9th overall pick? 2 more picks left. I'm surprised we haven't overlapped more, like for
Right, I agree.
a smaller set like this.
I'm probably good after this. I'm good at 9. I'm gonna go with Shay Cormac. Shay.
Wow, I don't have
It's
that
white
one.
and a black, 1/1, human knight rogue. Yeah, that one. And so basically it's pay 1, permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof, indestructible, protection,
pause,
shroud,
pause.
and ward until end of turn.
Pause. Aaron brought up a good point. That last card, it says you exile them, so you wouldn't be able to discard. Look at this.
Oh, it's not like putting it into your hand.
Yeah.
all right, take that back.
Yeah,
Good catch.
Good catch. Yeah.
Good catch.
All right,
All
sorry,
right. So
go back,
pay
Shay.
1, taking all protection away from your opponent's creatures. So indestructible, protection, shroud, ward.
Yeah.
It does it take away and hexproof. All right. And then whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, put a bounty counter on that creature. And whenever a creature with a bounty counter on it dies, put 2/1/1 counters on Shay Cormac. Just I
that first part, that first paragraph, like is perfect. Like
it takes away everything.
Right.
They get nothing.
you get nothing.
And so
I wish it wasn't white and black. Like I kind of wish this was a colorless thing, so it was like another shadow spear type effect, because that's what it's similar to, but better because it's removing the protection, shroud, and the ward. Because wait, does shadow spear is indestructible and hexproof? Yeah. So yeah, just that in itself is good. I like this. And
Right.
it's uncommon.
And so that was kind of my thought behind it. I like that this exists. I like bounty counters, and again, you need I don't know. It's probably good. I do enjoy the white and black. They've messed with other colors a little bit, so you don't have a lot of bounty counter stuff
right.
that really works together.
Well,
That's
because
my biggest problem.
is it
this
the
fits in those decks. It
Yeah.
doesn't
It's not on its own.
can't add.
Yeah. And El Sporco, I like that name. Wishes it was a vampire. Yeah, that'd be nice for vampires there. Then it'd go a lot more stuff. But it is a human knight rogue, so it doesn't have the assassin part, which is kind of funny because it looks like he's an assassin, but whatever.
It is. So I don't know. Maybe he was one of the not assassin people. Again, we don't know any of the lore.
The not assassin people, you know, it's in the game, right?
Yeah. No, I mean they're technically the bad guys, right? So this would take away all of the assassin's powers of protection and hard to kill them, right? That makes sense. I have no idea if that's accurate or not.
Okay, so 9. What am I gonna pick here? I got 2 that I'm gonna pick, and I know you're not gonna take.
You got it? I don't know. I think I'm done.
Really?
I don't care about the others.
I thought you might have picked this one. I'll just throw this one out there really quick. It's a weird one. It's Yggdrasil.
No, I didn't like that one.
Rebirth engine. So it's 3 colorless for a legendary artifact. When it enters, exile all creature cards from your graveyard. You can tap it, exile 3 cards from your library. Then you can tap 4. Put a creature card exiled with this onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste until end of turn, but you can only activate as a sorcery. I just put, it's kind of like the recursion Elvish Piper. You're just bringing stuff from your graveyard and then, or exiling them, and then you're able to pay for to, although Piper isn't that way. That's the amulet I was thinking of. Quicksilver amulet. Is that right?
Quicksilver
Yeah.
amulet. Yeah.
So it kind of has that
I
effect.
guess.
This one kind of has that. It wasn't my favorite. I actually have a better one that I like for recursion. And this one I like because it's going to go in my Tom Bombadil deck because it is a saga. Well, this one's kind of cool because so it's the Ire Escape Valhalla. So it's 2, 1 green. Exile. The first one is exile a permanent card from your graveyard. You gain life equal to its mana value. Second one is put a 1/1 counter, or put a number of 1/1 counters on target creature control where it's the mana value of the card exiled. Then the third one is you return this and that exiled card to your hand. So it kind of has like a 3-turn recursion in a way, and you're getting bonuses on the way. I like this for Tom Bombadil because then it's getting a saga back in my hand. And I'm bringing back something from the graveyard, so that it works really well with. I don't know how much this is going to see play, but I thought it was kind of a fun and unique card. So those were the 2.
Fine. I'll do a 10-1. My
Okay.
10th. Overpowering attack. This is a sorcery that has free running, but it's basically a extra combat step.
Okay.
I always like those cards. They're generally really good, powerful. And so if you're paying 3 to get another combat step, you're doing well. That's it.
Top 10 commander cards. I'm surprised we both didn't put the triad one, the colorless one in there. They're gonna pop up.
No, I did like it. It was kind of on my list of 20, and then I chopped off 5 of it. But being colorless makes it just kind of an artifact deck, or it's in a different weird deck that I don't know, but it's cool.
And then the other one, you didn't want to do the fair cyclonic rift. I don't even know how to say that word.
Nah, it's gonna leave too much stuff on the
That's what I was kinda thinking.
resynchronize. I think it was
No, it's
desynchronize.
Is that what it is? Or
I think.
It's this one right there. Boom. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Desynchronization. Return each non-land permanence that's not historic to its owner's hand. So that leaves a lot behind. Like legendaries, artifacts, sagas. Like it's like a legit bad card against Tom Bombadil. Like
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point, though. Well, no. But Tom Bombadil, everything would stay in play. Everybody would lose little bits and pieces there, which maybe I should put that in there.
right. I think it doesn't affect you at all. So that it's a straight up good card in Tom Bombadil. But people play enough artifacts, and it doesn't remove a legend like the commander. Like that ain't doing nothing for me.
My last one I was thinking of was, did you like the Death Touch commander?
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
It's the
Probably not.
Avaline.
They're like 4 mana.
Yeah. Oops. I forget an L.
I don't think so.
This one right there where it's black. It has Disguise. It can fit in my Morph deck.
I thought it was a French card. I didn't read it.
But yeah, it does the if you're
Avaline de Glampere.
Yeah, if your Death Touch creatures hit,
Just
you
making
get
fun of
that-
RoboCop here.
Oh, is RoboCop still on? I hope he is.
I don't know. He'd say it with an American accent, I'm sure. That's
All right. So that is our top 10. It's probably different than your guys's, but I'm surprised, dude. We didn't have a lot of overlap. We had a couple.
We didn't.
But
we weren't mad about any stolen either.
No. So, but I'd like to hear if there was RoboCop's on.
Avalanche de Grand Prix. Grand Prix? Grand Prix?
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix?
Where's the? Is that NASCAR?
Is it a race?
Is like race NASCAR stuff. If there's stuff that you guys think that should be on the list, please leave that in the comments. That'd be great. On the YouTubes and all that. And again, please give this a like if you're watching right now or anytime later. All right, we need to kind of move on from this. We are going to do a lot of tags because it's already an hour and change into this. So let me jump.
Scott, you're going to be fine. I'm quite sober. So
you are
doing good.
All right. So let me just get the tags really quick just so you guys can support the Commander Smiths. And I forgot to look up our new Garuk Dong people, but that's okay. We'll get them next week. You guys can support the Commander Smiths. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can either become a patron and jump on the Discord, like a lot of the people that are on the chat right now. Quite a few of them are on there. $1 gets you in there. That's all you need. $1 gets you in there. That supports us, gets you chatting with everybody, like-minded individuals on there. It's kind of fun there. Wait, here we go. Grand Prix would translate to large prairie.
Large prairie. It was a person. It was his name.
Grand Prix. Grand Prix. Grand Prix.
Do you guys even have prairies up there? I guess that was like French.
Okay, so that is one way to support the Commander Smiths. Also, you get proxies each month if you so choose, which is also the I think it's the Gaia's Cradle that's up for grabs for Stump the Smith Savant. So things like this are bonuses. Plus, we do the patron giveaway. So each month we are opening up collector boosters and stuff like that, or stuff from our store, and we give them away to patrons. So there's lots of benefits to becoming a patron. Not only are you helping us keep continuing to do what we do, but we also give back to you guys as well. So everything that you guys give to us, shots, all that stuff, whatever you pay for goes right back into the show. So that just helps us out. So like I mentioned, the shots is another way you guys can donate. The Malort, like I said, after Lowery gets back, we are going to announce probably a little twist on that. So for now, we're not taking any shots, but in a week and change, a week and a half, whatever, we will be doing that. And the other way you can support the Commander Smiths financially is just watch us on YouTube. That is the best way. Watch our videos. Make sure you give things a like. That helps us out. Every penny counts. So that is the 4 ways you guys can support. Oh, no. The 4th way is check out the store for now. It's going to be gone probably after this month, and then there'll be a different way you guys can buy our merch after this month. You can also follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you can email us at commandersmiths@gmail.com. And that is where, should we get over to it? Stump the Smith Savant, get started right away?
Yeah, let's do this.
You can send the suggestions for this. It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Stump the Smith Savant. All right, I'm getting our timer up there. All right, if you guys don't know how this game works, I'm going to read the flavor text of a card. And Lowery is going to try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Every yes will hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no will hear this.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
You get up to 5 wrong guesses before he's considered stumped. He gets up to 3 clues. If he can get everything about the card but can't get what the card name is, he will get the initials of the card. If he has a clue left over, he'll get a bonus clue, which should help give it away. The card has to be in at least 10,000 EDH rec decks. You can send those. We're getting down because we went through 5 of them last week. We actually got a bunch of people that submitted. So just saying, cool. Got a bunch of people that jumped in, but I'd like to see more because we're probably going to be doing this again in a little bit, in a week and a half or whatever. So make sure you guys send those either to our email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. You do not have to be a patron to do this. So half the people that sent it were patrons, the other half were. So, or wasn't, were, whatever. If you are a patron, you can just send it to me directly on Discord. I think that's it. This week's stumper is Scott. I hope he's back on. Token Joker. Lowery's record right now is 97-33. So this is round 33, week 2. Every 3 weeks, we add a card to the ante. I believe it's the Gaia's Cradle that is up for grabs, the foil one, proxy that I made. So that is up right now.
Gorgeous.
So if Scott wins, that is what he gets. And then after the next week, we would add a card to the ante. All right, here we go, Lowery. Let me... Oh, I'll get the words up, and then I will get the timer going after we do that. Oh, I have eliminated chat, so chat can play along. Oh, Jeremy's on. Jeremy, he
Hi,
said,
Jeremy.
I'm slightly butthurt. Why are you butthurt, sir? I don't know why you're butthurt.
It's unrelated to the podcast, I'm sure.
That was good. That was a good one. All right, here we go. All right, so I admit it. Few pull off, pluck, and...
Oh, hold on. It says admire.
What did I say?
Admit?
Did I say admit? Oh,
Yeah.
because I saw the
One,
IT.
one,
What's going on here?
I thought I said I admire it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just blended the words together.
All right.
I admire it. Few pull off, pluck, and what is it? Subservience? Subservience? Subservience at the same time. Azuri Renegade Leader. I admire it. Few pull off, pluck, and subservience at the same time. Azuri Renegade Leader. And 20-minute timer is what we have decided to go with. Begins now.
You were able to change that. Okay. You're able.
Begins
I don't know
now.
your system or whatever. Okay. I admire it. Few pull off, pluck, and subservience at the same time. Azuri Renegade Leader. We know that Azuri has been 2 or 3 or 4 different forms at this point. He's green and or green blue, but Renegade Leader means it's green from the original Mirrodin. So we know that is Scars of Mirrodin or Mirrodin Besieged, one of those two. Is that right? One of those two?
Hello, boobies.
All right. Likely talking about something. We know that Azuri is green in this aspect. Admire it. Few pull off, pluck, and subservience at the same time. Likely not talking about anything black because that was Phyrexians. Probably not red either. So probably something blue. Especially since he shifted into blue as well. Could be white. So is this green, white, or blue color identity?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Okay. I'll take a first clue, please.
The art features a mini automaton holding a sword on its back that is larger than it is. The
I know
art?
what this is. Mirrodin Besieged.
Hello, boobies.
3 colorless.
Hello, boobies.
Front row. Front row.
Taps to attach an equipment to target creature.
Hello, boobies.
I mean, we assume that it is. So what do I need right now? Power toughness.
Power toughness and what it is.
Oh, creature type. Okay. Looks like a fucking ant. There's some shit. It's a robot. Clearly an artifact. I guess artifact creature.
Hello, boobies.
There are no
Its
guesses
power-
from the chat at this point.
Its power is 1.
Hello, boobies.
Toughness is not. Its toughness is 2 or 3.
Hello, boobies.
I like this countdown thing because we can see how fast you get it. Aaron got it.
Nice. Nice job. Okay.
Way to
I
go,
have
Aaron.
1 wrong so far. So is it toughness 2?
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
Toughness
wrong.
3.
Hello, boobies.
Got 2 wrong.
So all you need is the creature type.
That's a good question. What does the second clue normally get me?
Now, others that are on chat, if you know what it is, now that Aaron put the initials out there, you can write it, the next ones.
I mean, is this like a construct?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Is it a? Oh man, we're at 3 wrong already.
Yes.
All right. So it's a little ant-looking dude. All right, I admire it. Few pull up. Like the other thought in my mind right now is like a golem of some type. Like constructs and golems are kind of. But I don't want to just straight up go like construct no, golem no, and be at 4 real quick. I want to kind of avoid that at this point. I need some type of recall. I admire it. Few pull off pluck and subservience at the same time.
Your first
Missouri
clue is
renegade leader.
the art features a mini automaton holding a sword on its back that is larger than it is.
Yeah, can I get that second clue then?
You want that? Because you already know what the text is. I guess I can give you the where it's first printed and all that stuff. That could work.
I mean, it's mirrored and
Yeah.
besieged.
well,
I
I guess, yeah, you know what it is.
know what it is. I just don't know the name.
Hey, the commander might help you, maybe?
hold on.
Got so excited you hit your camera.
No, I didn't. It's all attached. Yeah. Squire is one of the words.
Hello, boobies.
Rasquire?
Oh, hey,
Boom. There we go.
Nice job. All right. Yeah, he's a mirror.
God, I am sorry.
He's a
This was
mirror.
it. I opened this up in my pre-release pack as a foil, and that was the day we found out Grandma died. So for some reason it attached to me.
Wait,
yeah,
I just
fucking
gave you
sad,
a
right?
good for you.
Jesus. So yeah, that's there for it.
Good
So,
job. So how did it finally trigger in your head?
I once it was the sword across his back. I instantly you said that, I instantly knew what it was.
Yeah, that was pretty
So, and I mean, like Azuri already had me between the 2 sets.
That was good to narrow
So-
it down into that because I thought you were going to go like green because of Zuri. I was like, oh, he's totally lost with being into green. Way to eliminate all the colors though by being like, is it blop 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 blop? And I was like, no, that completely shut down a whole
Right.
bunch of shit there. So
Yep.
all
So-
right, next week. Oh, by the way, Scott, if you wanted to send in this, it's not that expensive, so you could sign 2 of these and send it to us, and we'll make the board. If not, you don't have to, but we will put your guys' stuff up or play with them, is what Lowery does. Our next week. Oh wait, no, because I might as well grab the stump. We'll start with the first one, and then the next ones. If we do the long stump, it'll just go in order. So
Okay.
our stump is going to be J2 Scoop. Is going to
There
be.
we go.
He just
J
submitted not
Scoops.
that long ago. So that is our next stumper. So next time it will be 3. If Lowery doesn't get stumped again, we'll add a card to the ante. So that
Perfect.
should do it. All right, gang. That should do it for this week. We will catch you guys in a week and a half.
All right. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
I love boobs. I'm talking.
Thank you guys for all joining
I love boobs.
and
I'm
guessing
bunking for hunkers.
and
I
sticking with
love
it.
Boobs. Thanks for the memories. I love.
It was a good battle. Good battle of it. We didn't have any crossover. Pretty nice. And boom.
Hey, Meat Force, could you kindly tap the like and subscribe button? And if you're ever in the mood, head on over to commandersmiths.com and you can get the shirts and mugs you see on the screen and some other stuff. Thank you.